Hi, I'm Adam Hoffman, and you are watching Russ Cam. My name is Adam Hoffman. I am a web evangelist working for Microsoft. I've been in this role for about 3 months, although I've been with Microsoft for about 4 years now. I just got back. I'm working out of Chicago now. I actually originally joined Microsoft by moving my family from Chicago out to Redmond, where I worked on Office Live, BPOS, and Office 365.
Oh, great.
But missed the Midwest too much, so I had to come home. Wanted to stay with Microsoft, but had to come home.
So tell me about your new position.
Okay, so I am a Cloud Evangelist working for Microsoft right now, so which means I get to run around the Midwest with guys like Dave Bost and Clark Sell and Clint Edmondson and all those guys, basically spreading the word. So I'm an audience evangelist. I try to hit as many people as possible.
So what do you think of this event?
So far, so good. I mean, I've only been here about an hour, but the first talk was fantastic.
So say something very Chicagoan-like.
Oh, interesting.
Come on, give me that accent and everything.
So I'm actually originally from southeastern Michigan, and I got a bit of a raw voice. But I will say this: I loved Redmond. It was a fantastic place to be. But the 3.5 years I was there, I didn't have a decent slice of pizza. So I had to get back to Chicago, baby.
That's it.
You got to get back to Chicago. Yeah. Get yourself a big slice of the deep dish.
The Bears?
The Bears.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
My name is John Ptacek. I'm a SharePoint portal engineer at Skyline Technologies, so I kind of lead our development practice there on SharePoint. I'm a ex-nuclear engineer, so my joke is always that I change fields when more websites are going up than power plants. So did that late career change, and now I'm developing web apps for all kinds of folks.
The session you just gave was very, very interesting. Why don't you tell me about that a little bit?
I talked about PhoneGap. So PhoneGap is a relatively new open source tool to go and create mobile applications that can be deployed to Android, iOS, Windows Phone 7, Symbian, so up to 7 different mobile platforms. The nice thing about it is it allows you to use your www type skills in terms of HTML, JavaScript, and CSS to create really nice interactive applications. So the thing that is interesting about PhoneGap is it allows developers to take their HTML, JavaScript skills and get into app stores across many different platforms without having to write it. Rewrite everything for natively for iOS or natively for Android. So we really like it.
Well, that's interesting. How does that work exactly for Phone 7? I mean, that is traditionally like a Silverlight app, and how does that actually work in that environment?
Correct. So the kind of the magic of PhoneGap is they do two things. So one, though, they have a essentially kind of an application launcher. So WP7, there's a XAML app. They go and load a web browser. And then that web browser will go and consume all your www assets, your HTML and your JavaScript files, and display it on the screen. So, and then when you go and deploy the application to their phone build, which is a cloud-based building service, it'll take that, and then iOS has a different way to go and host a web browser in there. But then it'll go and load all the files, your HTML files. And Android has a different way to launch a web browser. So they go and they kind of built that process to go and take care of that. So that's how the application gets launched.
So it's actually like a harness then that goes out to a website, and you're actually running a web app. Is that?
You're running the web app local on your phone.
Okay.
So the harness is really kind of they launch up the web browser, and all those files get deployed locally to your phone.
Oh, okay.
And then the other neat thing that they do is they have a JavaScript library, which essentially gives you access to all the different phone features that you would want. So things like a camera, geolocation, the accelerometer, local storage is all handled via a JavaScript library. So via JavaScript, you can go and take a picture of something and deal with it. However you want. You can post it to Twitter, go and save it to Instagram, or whatever you want to do.
My name is Clark Sell. I work at Microsoft as a web and Windows evangelist.
And how long have you been with Microsoft?
7 years.
That's what I thought. I seem to remember you when I was back at Microsoft. So you did a great session here today at lunch. I know a lot of the attendees were enjoying it, and I love the messaging, and the Metro, themes, and getting in with all the resources you provided. It was just a really great, well thought out presentation.
Thank you.
I know all the folks really here loved it. Now, any other sessions here that you've been attending or looking at here today?
I'm actually involved in some of the microcontroller stuff too. So later on today, I'm giving a microcontroller talk.
Oh, wow!
Using Windows 8 and JavaScript and Node and the cloud. So make sure you check out thatconference.com.
Yeah.
We've got an event coming up in August, which will be a lot of fun here in the Midwest. So we run a little newsletter called Metro Weekly, so metro-weekly.com. It's a newsletter around everything Metro.
Yeah.
So we try to give URLs and code samples and blog posts and whatnot.
This episode of Russ Cam is brought to you by ActiveAnalysis from GrapeCity PowerTools. ActiveAnalysis from GrapeCity PowerTools brings you out-of-the-box business intelligence. We've done the coding for you. Enjoy pivot tables, charting, and visual analysis and user tools all in one powerful product. Integrate rich business intelligence into your .NET application without writing lots of code. Go to gcpowertools.com right now to download your free trial of ActiveAnalysis. Go to gvtv.gcpowertools.com, your online source for developer news, plus follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, and can say one more thing. Say, hi, I'm Adam. Hi, I'm Adam Hoffman. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I'm Chris, yeah, look at me. Oh, man, you said not, it's not Chris Sells, it's C Sell 5. That's it, no. Clark.
Hi, I'm Clark Sell, and you're watching Russ Cam.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a winner right there.
I think I've spoken at every day of .NET except one, and the one I didn't, I won an Xbox. So every year Hi, I'm John Ptacek. You're watching Russ Cam.